Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of your Daily Dose. Daddy PB is going DP balls deep today. The new name change, of course, is going to be Dynasty Scrolls Origin. Uh, to be fair, I don't really think they need the extra P part on the end. I think Dynasty Scrolls Origin was enough. In fact, if anyone wants to put feedback through, just tell the marketing campaign they actually did a terrible job. they really weren't suiting to a Western audience. Unfortunately, they should have consulted me. I think we would have probably figured something better than that. However, DP kind of it has a double connotation. So I think for those that know, for the rest, keep it PG. But Daddy going PB, the old DP, I can work with that. I can work with that. Anyway, enough shenanigans this early in the morning. Welcome back for those that are, of course, going to be joining us for the first time and for the returning OGs. I think everybody understands arms race by now. I feel like everybody can probably figure this one out. If, of course, you are new, make sure you jump into our Discord and link in the description below. Check out some beginner guides videos. There's probably around 50 of these arms race ones out there already. But the main thing you're meant to be in is a legion. Try to be in the top 3 legions on your server. And once you get into the legion, you basically can start competing for arms race. Pretty much do your daily missions. And of course, the most important thing is to buy your gold flags down here for 50 of them for 5k gold. So basically, you need to get those, and then you will get some contribution, which you contribute the flags down there, and then you get some gold merit. So what is this? What is this Australian man saying? Really, the gold merits are where it's at in the game. They have added, I think they might have added Zaya's chest, Zia's or Zaya's charm, whichever one you want to pronounce it, Zia's charm. So that one's out. That's pretty good. Obviously, there's not really too many other things that they've added this time around. For those that are starting to work towards building some of their Venom Voodoo, or of course the Seduce or Glamour, that's not too bad. Tactic wise, if you want to build those, go ahead and build them. For most players, though, if you're at that stage of the game where you've built your wing sets up to a reasonable level, around G7, around G6, G7, because that's when it starts to get really expensive, I would probably then start to work on your Mythic Charms. Of course, it isn't imperative that you build Mythic Charms, it's just an additional layer of damage, debuffs, buffs, dispelling, and of course, they look pretty cool. In terms of today, though, I mean, if you can resist it, I can resist it. I don't know if I really want to buy all of these ones out. I mean, eventually, if you're a late game player, you're going to do that anyway. But the reality is, most players will just buy the transformation that their character uses. Sadly, they still weren't in the transformation event. So I feel like they're trying to make players waste their gold merit badges, which is a big no-no. Don't do that. You can, of course, go ahead and use it to buy outfits if you're already whaling and you've got most of your stuff. But the reality is, for the 90% of us mere mortals out there that don't want to have to spend thousands of dollars on this event, basically focus on your Thunderfire feathers when you get to that stage. Before that, focus on your Frost Sword feathers and start building up your wings. Everything else is a pretty little distraction. Once you get your wings out of the way, then you can start to work on all of the other tidbits. Now, the main reason that a lot of players like this event is simply because it is a great way to grab some additional resources. I personally like the fact that they keep adding things, like that's healthy. Being able to get the accessory stones, of course, is a big bonus for those that are around level 120 or approaching 120. Take mind that you will need a bucket load of these bad boys, so maybe start preparing for that. That's going to be important. Training pills, you can never really have enough. Of course, beast pills, you can never really have enough there for the bronze purchases. Pretty much everything else is kind of self-explanatory. Go through your indexes, go through your resources, go through your little bits and bobs and figure out what you're missing. And if you can buy it from this event for gold, silver, or of course bronze merit badges, this is probably the best advancement for your account. Personally, I need a bucket load of these things, so I'm sort of deciding whether or not I get epic tactic books. I certainly need some ascension stones, which is I'm gonna prioritize ascension stones first, and then I probably will get the tactic books, followed by, if I have anything left over, I assume I'll probably just go with the bronze after that. But personally speaking, this is a great opportunity to fill out your index. For those that are curious, this is the best epic selection chest in the game, because it gives every single epic hero, essentially the ones that you need, I should say. And basically, if you are looking to fill out your index, if you're late game, if you're like me and you've only missing a few of those wily little 7 stars, this is not a terrible investment. It's kind of full circle. When you start the game, I recommend getting this. When you end the game out, I recommend getting this so you can finish out your index stores. Because index gives a massive capital M DP level style power boost. Do not sleep on that. Damage and damage resistance is huge with your index scores. Anyway, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. If you have any real pressing questions, hit us up on Facebook. Check us out in the link in the description below in Discord. And of course, the OGs can ask some questions down in the comment section below. Now, if you haven't already maximized this, I strongly recommend going ahead and doing that for those that have started the process. Essentially, just do your daily quests. Do your daily quest, grab your free gold, grab your fans, and forget about it. But it is a pretty cool thing to have on the weekends. Another thing that popped up, of course, is the Warlords Clash. If you haven't already figured this one out, you actually get free stuff. You get free stuff. It is very painful, I know. Sometimes you're just throwing away your lives and your points, but basically, you get some gold, you get some tokens. It is 100% worthwhile doing. A valid strategy for this is to wait a couple of days for the whales to push forward. Let them lead the charge, let them get out there in the deep water, and then after that, you can kind of muddle along behind them and then hopefully find your place. Just be aware though, it is going to be a very, very, very bad time for you to try to push this at the end of this event. It's a 7-day event. I would not recommend trying to push on the last day. You will be sitting there pulling your hair out. Try to do your 10 a day. Try to just wait a little bit. Wait for your servers to reset. Let the whales go forward and push. Then at the end of it, start to push yourself. Try to gauge it. Like if you're fighting guys and girls or whatever toons, I guess they don't really have a gender. Whatever toons you're fighting, if you notice that they're starting to whoop your butt, stop. Stop. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself because eventually you're only gonna get plus tens. So the more that you try to push, the more fights you try to do in a day, the less advancement you will get. And unfortunately, the minute you'll lose like 150, 200 points, and you only gain like 10 points if you win. Like this, I'm gonna lose so many points. Case in point, this is perfect. This is an example. So I've been pushing kind of a little bit aggressive, trying to get up there. But as you can see, we did find ourselves with a person that is going to basically spank us. And we only lost 5. Okay, I take it back. We didn't lose a lot. I'm okay with that. We only lost 5. Whew, that could have been so much worse. Trust me, we could have lost 200 points there. But then I didn't realize that I pushed maybe a little bit too far today. So kind of gauge that. Don't go too crazy. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in a bad situation, and you're pretty much just gonna be like, well, why do I play this game anymore? But the rewards are big, ladies and gentlemen. It is certainly worthwhile getting into a routine of being able to accumulate some of these point systems. At the end of 5 days, you're basically getting 6k gold, or even if you're just casually playing, you're basically going to get like 12k gold. Sorry, not 12k gold, 1200 gold, which is huge. Huge if you're a free-to-play player. It just means that little event that you were worrying about in the future, basically you're going to grab for free. And of course, on top of that, every time that you decide to rank up during the season, so if I can show you here, I think is it like is there a thing here that I can show you? I can't remember. Is it this one? No, it can't be that one. It's not the regional one. It's not server wide one. This one's pretty cool though because obviously you grab those. Whatever you land there, you land there. But I think there was one I know for a fact, and I can't find it anyway. There it is. I just knew it was somewhere. So every time that you actually tier up in this sort of, I guess, semi event, you actually get gold. So every level that you go up, so you start with basically bronze, you go to silver, you get 200 gold. You go to gold level, you get 300 gold, and so on and so forth. So even as you're progressing throughout the event, you're actually going to get some additional gold as a free-to-play player. But basically, that is it in a nutshell. If you're not already doing that, make sure you are making a effort to start the process, or you'll probably regret it, and that would suck. Last but not least, we do have the third round, the 13 rounds of Scholar Debate. Make sure you're doing those ones. If you really think about it from a perspective of how to maximize your points, you probably don't want to try to fight players that are, I wouldn't say you want to fight players that are like 10 million or 10 billion above you. It could be a little bit dicey, but we're going to attempt it. We're going to attempt it. We're probably going to lose, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, these are kind of like it's like that additional grab at points. So if you get lucky enough, if you get the right RNG, you might be able to actually grab those additional points, which is going to be huge for your account. And that's pretty much it. You're going to get springboarded. It's certainly a whaley kind of additional thing. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, we did manage to kill you. That's okay. All right. Well, we seduced him. All right, all right. Things are looking up, ladies and gentlemen. Things are looking up. We managed to stun both of them. We're probably going to get silenced, which kind of sucks. Another big thing that I will say as we sort of end this video, um, because ultra ultimate abilities or hatred gauge abilities, for instance, as you can probably tell, old mate Dank Stash here has two bars and he gets a full bar, and it's the little blue bar underneath. So as Denial pointed out, and when I get corrected, I always make a concerted effort to inform the community, but you only get one ultimate ability. Meaning that essentially you're still at the mercy of charms like Moonlight Dancer. When I first started this game, a lot of people they kind of gave me a bit of misinformation. They said to me, "Oh, you won't be using Moonlight Dancer, because ultimate abilities from Mythic Heroes are better than that." And that's kind of that's huge cap. That's not the truth. You do want to be building Moonlight Dance. You certainly want to be investing in that. You're going to be using it for a very very long time. Certainly there will be situations where it's going to come in clutch for you. Zhang Fei getting pretty much silence locks for like I think one fight. I silence locked him for 4 rounds and murdered him basically because he couldn't do anything. So silence is certainly going to be a huge factor. Uh, I, I, s- I'm glad that person was lying, and I know who it was too. They were on the official Discord, and so when they talk about things like that, always take things like a grain of salt. Make sure you go out and do your homework as well. Don't believe me. Go and test it out yourself. Go and ask people that know that as well or have access to accounts. Unfortunately, we can't do any testing because we don't actually have a test server. Ooh, Woodhead. Woodhead might kill me. This could be a very, very brief fight. But basically, silence is still in the meta. That's what I'm getting at. Because ultimate abilities, which I was raging about in one of my videos, apparently only happens once, meaning you are still at the mercy of rage attacks, and they can, of course, be thwarted with a simple thing like seduce and a simple thing like silence. And of course, stuns, like, stuns and freezing and all the other stuff too. But yeah, you get the point. Can we actually win this fight? I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna go no, but I'm slightly optimistic with a yes. A yes, no, or maybe. If we silence you, stunned you, sorry, we could win. Dang Stash is really strong. I'm just gonna say that I know that's probably a lot of players probably say like, yeah, we know that Dank Stash is strong, but can I just say Dank Stash is strong? Like he surprises me a lot. Uh, I don't I don't know if this guy would be upset that his really overpowered team just got shat on by like one character basically. But yeah, that just happened. Let me know in the comment section down below if that was impressive or not, because that guy was probably around 10 billion above me, and he got wiped. He got wiped. You had the right monsters. You do have some pretty decent charms. Not gonna lie. Of course, you've got Tigerheart as well. But I mean, he couldn't really do anything. Kyrian, dominant dank stash. Look at you, man. Look at you. I'm very, very happy that that occurred. We did get some cool booty from that as well. Oof, 100 billion apocalypse. We're gonna get our asses handed to us. Oh yes, we are. It's all over now, ladies and gentlemen. If the fire kitty doesn't kill us, Chow Chow probably gonna freeze us to death. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Oh no. I mean, he missed. He did miss. Oh, we're gonna get silenced. Oh no, we didn't get silenced. Oh, if we win this, this is rigged. Because this can't be a true reflection. I mean, we did kill their war god. That's huge. I don't know what's going on, ladies. I really don't. This is unnatural. We did get exercise. Ah, he did kill us. He killed us in the end. Please resurrect Dankstash. Ah, you didn't. You resurrected the one that was already frozen. GG game. GG. And she probably can't win. She probably can't win. Can Lubu, my failsafe, kill Xiao Xiao? Yes. Is he going to kill him? Probably not. Oh, damn it. He's going to get frozen. He didn't get frozen. That's good. All right, go on. Kill Xiao Xiao, please. He got silenced. This is terrible. Well, I mean, I had a glimmer of hope there, but let's be honest, it didn't go the way that we thought it would. uh, anyway, I think that's pretty much it. We were gonna have to re-roll for that one for sure. Yeah, trying to punch 20 billion above is just not gonna happen. However, if you found that semi-informative, semi-entertaining, let us know in the comment section down below. Hopefully, this is just a refresher for those that are wondering. Nothing too crazy going on in the land of DP anymore. But in saying that, Arms Race is probably going to be the best event if you are looking to make some gains. Get those pretty wings. Take advantage of God's blessing. If you are a spender, I wouldn't recommend going beyond this package. The rest of the packages really aren't good value, in my opinion. Only the first two are good. And I think that's pretty much it. Catch you all in the next one.